There's one thing that copywriters are struggling with, and it has nothing to do with copywriting clients, with landing clients, because I don't want to talk about this surface level stuff. Today I want to talk about something much, much deeper that nobody seems to be talking about. It's about finding your passion. Because if you're just doing copywriting just to make money, it's cool. I do this too. But another thing you want to do is you want to find something else that feels like a passion. To me, that's fighting. To me, that's beating people up in the ring. And yeah. And so that's my favorite part about copywriting, personally. Because a lot of people think that you need to work 60 to 80 hours. If you don't work 80 to 100 hours per week on copywriting, you're fucking lazy. That's what a lot of gurus will tell you. And it's simply not true. It's simply not true. Because copywriting is a fucking side hustle business. It's not a full-time business. It's a part-time business. It's a part-time business. I want you to get this deep inside your head. Because let's say you have 3 clients. Each one pays you $3,000. Write one email for them. It's like landing a client for $100 per email is not crazy. 3 clients on $3,000, $9,000 per month, and you only read 7 emails, like 21 emails. Let's say for each one of those clients, you spend 1 day. And writing 7 emails, it takes me 2 to 3 hours. So 2 to 3 hours, 7 emails, boom. For each client, 6 to 9 hours of work per week. Does that sound like a side business or a full-time business? It's insane. It's insane. I literally don't understand why people say that. But anyway, and so the thing that has given me the most fulfillment lately is I've been able to have this side hustle business, and full-time I've been pursuing my passion, which is fighting, like I said earlier. So I work around 1 to 4 hours per day on copywriting, and then another 3 to 4 hours per day on fighting. And that fulfills me a lot. Now, yeah, for sure. Maybe I have an up-and-coming project, maybe I have a launch with one of my clients, and then I'm gonna work more hours. It's cool. But it's still not a full-time business. You're still not working 40 hours a week. You're still not working 80 hours a week. God knows why do people say that anyway? So the way you find your passion is you look at your childhood. What did you have a natural inclination toward when you were a child? For some people, this may be a sport, this may be a musical instrument, this may be, I don't know, maybe traveling the world, taking photos or whatever. I don't know why. I don't know what it may be for you. You need to do some research. What were you doing as a child? What activities were you doing as a child that you were naturally pulled towards? To me, that was fighting. I remember since I was a little kid, I used to do taekwondo. But when I was a child, even though I liked it, I didn't want to get hit. And so I remember one time we were doing this sparring and somebody kicked my leg, my arm I mean, and I felt like it broke. It didn't broke, of course, but it hurt a lot. And me being a little child, like 10 years old, I wanted to quit. And so I ended up quitting. I'm not saying you should quit, but that's what happened to me. I quit, and then a few years later, I found my passion once again. And once I did so, I was pulled into that immediately. Because when you find your passion, it's not hard to find your passion. It's not hard to find your passion. Just do things, and you're gonna find things you like. Now, I'm not saying that you won't feel like you want to give up. You won't be feeling disappointed when you're doing this. Let's say I have a fight and I lose, which isn't gonna happen. Let's say I have a fight and I lose. Of course, I'm gonna get disappointed. It doesn't matter if it's my passion or not. Of course, I'm gonna get disappointed. That has nothing. Disappointment and negative emotions have nothing to do with your passion. It's not that. It's not like, oh, this is my passion, I'm never supposed to be feeling negative emotion. No. Every time you're pursuing a goal, every time you do something you love, you're going to feel a little uncomfortable, negative thoughts, limited beliefs, everything. It's the same thing with relationships, bro. It's the same thing with relationships. Sometimes you feel pain, sometimes you feel happy. Makes sense. So, if I were to tell you one thing, it's to not focus on copywriting only, and try to find other things that fulfill you. If you need to find your passion, you need to find your passion. You need to find things that you actually love doing. And I'm not talking about just copywriting. I want to get this very clear. Copywriting is a side business. It's not a full-time business. You don't need to work 8 hours a week like these gurus tell you. If you work 1 to 4 hours a day on the right things, you're good. You're good. And then you have all the time in the world to focus on the things you love and want. So yeah, this is what I want to share with you. Just go back into your fucking childhood, man. Just see what you were doing already. What did you have a natural inclination toward? And once you find that, make sure to nail down on it. Make sure to not nail down on it. So yeah, that's what I want to share with you. Hope you got some value. And if you did, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and see you in the next one. Peace.